It's time for more injustice. Now, when we last left off, Batman had decided that in order to battle against the potential problems that were coming up in the world, he was going to need some metahumans of his own, and he discovered that the Titans were locked away in the Phantom Zone located in the Fortress of Solitude. They have now gone to the fortress and sent Plastic Man in to find the Titans. What could possibly go wrong? When we last left off, Batman had discovered the Titans were lost in the Phantom Zone, locked away in the Fortress of Solitude. He brought his team there and they opened up the doorway to the Phantom Zone where they sent Plastic Man in to find them. He kept one arm tied to the real world to ensure that he wouldn't become lost inside of the infiniteness of the Phantom Zone. Batgirl calls out asking if Plas can hear her, and he tells her that it's like he's underwater. Guys, this place is weird, and this is coming from a guy who once spent 2 days pretending to be half of a caterpillar. He keeps walking around confused, lost, and slightly afraid, and he reports back that he feels like something is following him. He looks up to see the chunks of rock floating there, and he sees the prisoners on the rocks. Eventually, he finds them, though. The Titans. In front of him are Tim Drake, Starfire, Cassie, and Superboy. Tim knows him right away, and he asks, "Plastic Man? Hello, Titans!" Starfire asks him how he got there, and he tells her it's a long story involving twists, turns, betrayal, love, and dead sentient squirrels, plus talking chimps and zombie butlers. But forget all about that. This is gonna sound weird, but follow my arm! As Superboy turns his head, telling him that he can't. Of course you can! It's a single line, leading back out. But Superboy stops him again. I can't leave. I don't understand. Are you emotionally attached to your barren floating rock, or the vast void of nothingness around you? Starfire explains that he fought Superman and he hit him so hard that he injured Superboy's heart. It's the fact that time is frozen in this place that keeps Superboy alive, and if he leaves, he's going to die. Tim looks at him. It's all right, Connor. We'll find a way to get you back. And Connor tells him not to risk returning. But Tim keeps smiling. Titans always help each other, Connor. The whole team comes in for a group hug. Titans together. Connor and Cassie kiss, and Plas tells them all, "You can look longingly into each other's eyes when we fix this, but we really gotta go." So, Plas did it. He brought out the Titans. And you're probably sitting there wondering where they came from. They aren't in the game, and you didn't even know they were missing unless you watched the annual video a while ago. But this can't be right and proper, can it? This can't be how the story ends. Batman can't just get the people that he wants and go off to save the day. Plas calls out that he feels like he's caught on something. But everyone is so happy to see Tim, Cassie, and Starfire that they don't even hear him. He tries again, but Batman can't hear him as he's looking Tim in the eyes. "Tim, Batman." And with that, they hug, and Tim tells him, "I knew you'd come for us. I'm sorry it took so long. We didn't know you were there." Tim looks at Batgirl. "Babs, how long was I in there?" 6 years. The world has changed. It's not the place that you left." So Tim smiles. He doesn't care. Because there's one truth in this world. One thing that Batman has been missing since the start of this crazy, insane adventure. It's Batman and Robin, and Tim knows it. Can the world still use Batman and Robin? And Batman reaches out, grabbing his hand. I think that's exactly what's needed. Because this is the answer. This'll fix everything. The light to Batman's darkness, the Robin to his dark night is back. But Tim's eyes, they go wide. Batman steps back to see a blast of heat vision coming through Tim's chest. And as the light fades from Tim Drake's eyes, the life leaves him. He can only say, "Bruce." And that's when we see how this goes wrong. We see what was holding Plas back, and General Zod rises out of the Phantom Zone. Batman runs to Tim's side as Starfire and Cassie throws Zod into a wall, and he returns with another heat vision blast. He then throws Cassie and Starfire away like used paper. Blast wraps around Zod, trying to hold him back, and still cracks him across his stupid face with a hammer. But it can't even stop him as he tears away at Blast at his son, and then he tries to bury Jonathan Kent as Harley saves him. The robot eradicators all arrive, but they are all simply destroyed by the strength of General Zod. It is Green Arrow who fires a literal green arrow into Zod's shoulder, piercing his skin and informing him. This kryptonite arrow came from home, and I have plenty more. Realizing he isn't fully powered up, Zod takes off, leaving the fortress just as Ollie informs everyone else. It's a good thing he took that bluff, because I only got the one. With Zod gone, Batman looks at everyone holding the body of Tim, and Harley tells him, "I'm sorry, you seemed better with him around." And Batman looks at her. "I was." And he walks out. "I'll bring back Zod alone. Brother Eye, prepare the Box X in the cave." He teleports back to the Batcave and puts in the code, Endgame. Meanwhile, Zod is powering up his heat vision when he hears something in Kryptonian behind him. He turns around to see the giant bat suit, ready to fight. General, for your crimes, I sentence you to an eternity in the Phantom Zone. Zod hits him hard, throwing the whole suit into the snow, and as he gets close, Bruce releases his secret weapon. The one thing that he made, but swore that he would never use against Superman. Kryptonite-laced fear gas. I swore that I would never use this against Superman, Zod, but you killed one of my boys. You should be afraid of me. Bruce picks up Zod by his hair, and Zod sees the horror of Batman as he informs him, because I'm going to f*** you up. He hits the ground as another fear vision takes form, that of Superman. General Zod, you failed Krypton. You let it die. Zod looks up at him, no. You were wrong. You were always wrong. You are not special. And the fear vision of Superman breaks Zod down. What's actually happening is Batman is beating into him. I have no idea what you're seeing, Zod, and I don't care. You've been judged and you're going back to the Phantom Zone forever. Meanwhile, Ross sees what's going on and they decide that maybe they should intervene. So he sends out a little weapon. Back with Zod, though, the slight problem arises as the gas wears off and he smirks at Batman. Your trick is worn off. I see you now. But before he can do anything, there's a boom! And something very large lands in front of him. In front of Zod is Amazo. You want here to aid me. Very well, I can deal with another metal monster. Except Amazo grabs Zod's punch out of the air, spins him around, puts him into a chokehold, and then rips his head off! Amazo then leaves, taking Zod's head with him. Bruce leaves in a hurry after telling Batgirl what just happened, and he walks into the hospital where Wildcat is on life support after the beating that he took saving the children. He walks right over telling Wildcat, I need you now. I've lost everyone from Dick to Damian to Tim. I can't lose another. I need to do something. We all need to, Wildcat. I'm sorry about this, but I know the truth about you, and that's why. He yanks out the life support, causing Wildcat to crash. You need to die! Everyone runs into the room to see Bruce standing over Wildcat as he tells him, Goodbye, Ted. And there you have it, the death of Tim Drake. And I'm not even gonna lie, guys, when I read that, I want to reenact what happened when I read that page. I was flipping through the pages and you had the bro fist by Batman and Tim, and it was like, yes, we have Robin back. And I'm not even lying. It was 6:30 in the morning and I was reading this right here in this office, and I turned the page to see those laser beams going right through his heart, well, the heat vision going right through his chest, and I screamed in the basement, no! That's literally what happened. And then I tweeted Tom Taylor, and he told me that this ride isn't done, that we need to prepare ourselves because he's gonna kill everyone. That guy can be mean, I think. Yeah. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist. Let me know what your reactions were to the moment that Tim Drake died. Did you give like a gone? Because for me, it was like, Tim! That's basically, that's how it went down. I'll see you guys next time right here.